from the UK to the John C. Stennis NASA site in Mississippi. Let's have a quick look at how this was done. This was not an easy job. It took place shortly after the ravages of Hurricane Katrina in 2005. Between the weather and shortages of material and labor, it turned out to be a real challenge, but it was a highly successful project, and MDS managed to complete it on schedule. As with the advanced capabilities that MDS has brought to other Rolls-Royce projects, the Stennis site is one of the most advanced outdoor engine test facilities of its kind in the world. According to senior Rolls-Royce staff, each of these projects was mission critical for their company. In each case, Rolls-Royce placed significant corporate faith in MDS and its ability to deliver, and in each case they were very pleased with the result. MDS listens to its customers, tries hard to understand their issues and their needs, and provides innovative, customer-calibrated solutions. The Pratt & Whitney story is similar. Since its inception, Pratt & Whitney Canada has been this country's premier aero engine manufacturer in the turboprop, turboshaft, and smaller fan engine arenas. Our work with Pratt & Whitney started with a testing facility in West Virginia in 1992. This was followed by the design and construction of 4 installations in Montreal and Toronto in 1996, and several other important applications since then. As a result of these positive experiences, Pratt & Whitney Canada now relies on MDS to provide engineering expertise in aerodynamics and acoustics, as well as supplying equipment for many of its test programs. The Rolls-Royce and Pratt & Whitney stories came together in 2009 when these two great companies joined with MDS to create Envirotrek, a private-public partnership with Canada's National Research Council, Industry Canada, Western Economic Development, the Government of Manitoba, and later Red River College. The project was to design, build, and operate a unique cold weather test facility at Thompson, Manitoba. It's called, appropriately, the Glacier Outdoor Test Facility.
We've been planning this facility for several years, and to see it all come together on schedule is an overwhelming experience.
The site started out as being just trees and is now a world-class aero engine test facility. I'm just immensely proud of it. It's an amazing achievement in such a remote location. It's brilliant.
The folks that I've worked with at Rolls-Royce, the people at MDS, the people with Thomson, the folks at NRC, at all stages have been nothing but the best people I've worked with in quite a while. It's been outstanding, an outstanding project.
All the cameras ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go for it.
All right.
Glacier is the world's leading icing certification test site. It takes advantage of the cold climate, and so tests can be run at half the cost of other locations. Glacier opened in October of 2010 after the usual hard work by the MDS team. Glacier's a great success. It's fully booked into 2014, and plans are underway to double its capacity using the same innovative business model that brought it into being. Now we see MDS and its customers on a map that includes North America, Europe, and North Africa. In the post-Soviet era, MDS under Hans Odoerfer was a trailblazer in the newly emerging aerospace industry in Russia. MDS formed partnerships, tapped into Russian technical expertise, and expanded into that market in the mid-90s. MDS completed a test facility there in 2000, the first ever that was capable of testing both Russian and Western engines. One fascinating spin-off of this activity was the commercialization of a Soviet technology that puts a protective coating on the blades of jet engines and extends their life in sand-laden conditions by a factor of 10. The first user of the new coatings outside of Russia was General Electric USA, and the first customer was the US Navy. The original Canada-Russia joint venture, initiated by MDS, now continues as an independent entity, MDS Coating Technologies Corporation, based in Montreal and PEI. In 2008, MDS established a new subsidiary company in Russia, MDS Turbotest, to provide services to the growing aerospace industry, including strong regional firms such as NPO Saturn. MDS holds membership number 1 in ASAD, the Russian Association of Aero Engines Manufacturers. This was courtesy of Victor Dunin, who helped put MDS on the path to its early commercial success in 1992. Again, we see MDS's place in the world map and its international partnerships just keep on expanding. Around the same time MDS was making its first forays into Russia, MDS was also tackling the new Chinese marketplace, expanding its horizons in what has since become an industrial colossus. As in so many endeavors, this was new ground for MDS, as it was for most Canadian companies at that time. MDS entered into a successful technology contract with the Li Ming engine manufacturing company in China in 1999. This was MDS's first major contract in Asia. It was followed in short order by a contract with Kawasaki Heavy Industries in Japan to install an R&D data acquisition system compatible with Rolls-Royce technology. More recently, MDS signed a contract in 2010 to design and build an industrial engine test facility for PetroChina near Beijing. In South Korea, MDS has literally reached new heights. At the invitation of Korea's Hanwha Corporation, MDS formed a partnership with that company to build what is, in several respects, the world's most modern and most capable high-altitude engine testing facility. Commissioned in the autumn of 2011, this plant can test engines designed to fly at extreme altitudes and at speeds well into the Mach Plus realm. And MDS's world map has grown again. MDS has worked successfully in other parts of the global marketplace as well. In South America with Varig and Lockheed Martin, in Texas with Solar Turbines, and in India with Siemens Industrial Compressors. In Europe, we have a strong track record with MTU, a company that manufactures components for and maintains gas turbine engines. We've worked extensively with MTU ever since MTU executive Burkhard Schultz first encouraged MDS to help them establish test facilities in the former East Germany in the mid-90s. Especially important, MDS and MTU jointly developed ProDAS, our world-leading engine testing software, which is a central feature of all of our test systems. In 2010, MDS signed a contract to design and build a test cell for Air France. This plant is designed to accommodate the largest aviation engines in the world and is capable of testing engines producing up to 150,000 pounds of thrust. MDS is focusing on important new markets, in the Middle East, for example, and we're working on growing our long-term service support business with customers around the world. Our service business builds on our experience designing and building big test facility installations and will smooth our revenue flow between these major projects. In fact, in its first 25 years, MDS successfully completed over 400 contracts in more than 15 countries. And here's what our map looks like today. It's quite a story, isn't it? It's a story of how a small group of people, led by a very determined entrepreneur, found opportunities, acquired sophisticated technology, and built a global business. In 2007, MDS reorganized itself through a management buyout of the founder, Mr. Hans Zodorfer. The business is now 100% owned by the management team. The company continues to develop its technology and delivers a wide range of design, build, operate, and service solutions to customers around the world. We are on track to reach our business sustainability goal for 2016, annual revenues of $100 million with 50% of our gross margin derived from the sale of services. And lessons for the future? Continue to do what MDS people have done for over 25 years. Develop strong relationships, listen to our customers, work together collaboratively, and produce innovative products and services tailored to our customers' needs at the highest quality standards. Not a bad formula for success as we move forward together.